On a crystal clear late fall afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Cleveland, Ohio and Cleveland Browns Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Cleveland Browns. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. As San Francisco's offense returns to the field. What a pickup this man was last year. It's Christian McCaffrey.
And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. There he goes left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
50 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground. First down.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver,
but it's going to be second down.
Purdy now to throw. Got a man. That's Ayuk.
And the broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Now Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff up the middle.
It's Ford. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. 4. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line.
Clelin Ferrell able to run him down for a loss of a yard. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield. Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 35. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Here's Watson.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 45 yards.
And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he returns this to the 22.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Kittle's got his first catch, and it's also a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
Gets this one to use check. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the option, here's McCaffrey.
Able to push his way through.
And he's going to have the Niners first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. McCaffrey running up the middle. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
2nd and 9. Purdy. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. A gain there of 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 33.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
This will be caught at about the 6.
And the 49ers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Deebo Samuel
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Niners are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Jake Moody now for the point after.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. Fights forward at the 20. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. As this offense takes the field again, it's been a while since they've been out there. We just saw that long touchdown drive by the opposition. But remember, when this crew was out here last, Charles, they scored as well.
And let's make sure we give both offensive staff some credit, and especially the offensive coordinators, because we spoke with both of them in the lead up to this game, and both were really confident in their game plans. They felt like they had scouted their opponents and focused on specific areas in practice this week to make sure that they were ready to go. And frankly, it looks like they both did an excellent job.
Yeah, we'll see if those game plans can keep this streak of touchdowns going here.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Ford. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Watson.
Bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Purdy from the gun. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
On fourth down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd down and 6 now. Here's Watson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here's McLeod on the return. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And they will take over 1st and 10. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Here's Purdy. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. Now Samuel. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Purdy off the play fake. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
One of the toughest things about playing quarterback is staying in the pocket, all that going on around you, and not letting your eyes go down to where the pass rush is. Instead, keeping them downfield. And that time he did and found his tight end for a first down.
Purdy. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
On first down, it's Purdy. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk, an 11-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On the ground, McCaffrey. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the 49ers have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Watson on first down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Watson trying to get his guys moving. To throw is Watson. Off the play fake.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players, and glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Purdy now on 2nd down. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. In motion left goes a tight end. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taken from just outside the 30. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the Browns going to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Two yards to go, 2nd down.
To throw is Watson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Watson now to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
And the Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Ford now to return it. This taken in right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. On second down, here's Watson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He'll fire deep, looking for more.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Here is 3rd and 5. Throwing here, Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down and a yard.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Wiggles free. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And even 100 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. So the completion good for just 3. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk.
27 yards.
And the Niners have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Back to throw, Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Watson looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this will be caught at the 30.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play that time for Cleveland. 48 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
They'll run on first down. 4.
And he went backwards.
He'll be down at the 30. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Here's Watson now on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's 4.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
From the red zone now, Watson. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
Clelin Ferrell able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better?
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good,
and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 8.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 127 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point try now for Moody.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Let's go, fellas. Let's do it. Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun. Let's ride, dog. Let's go. Come on, man. Pay attention. Pay attention.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Browns set and ready to go on offense.
And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Watson.
Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The Browns on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down. The defense a little lax there. They give up 9 on 4th and 4.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Draw play to Ford. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
He finds his man complete. It's Ford. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Now he's loose down the middle of the field.
And finally wrestled down at the 11. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Runs through the count. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
And Deshaun Watson shows off his mobility yet again. Just 1 touchdown rushing in 6 starts last season. But the way that he moves around, if receivers are covered, he'll tuck it and go as he did there.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
McLeod now on the return, taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Niners set to take over on offense.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On first down, Purdy.
So nothing doing there, and that will bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Here's per goal.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line.
So now it's Watson and the Browns. Down by 11, a little under 2.5 to go. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. On first down, it's Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Ford. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
Here's Watson. And his throw here's incomplete. Watson on third down.
Gets this to Moore.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, they're not going to go quietly. That's a big play right there. 2 scores down. They're not out of this, but they've got to move.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Watson to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Brandon, that was a nice nice route that time. Lined him up on the right and worked his way all the way across the formation. One of the toughest routes to cover because you keep waiting for the ball to be thrown or for him to break something off. He goes all the way across the field, right to left, for a big play.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the fourth. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And checking the timeouts, they do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Purdy.
Well, that is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Purdy down to a knee, and that should be the final act of the ball game. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level for both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like